But first, Jeanette.
Find a fossil, touch a turtle or befriend a bug. Your kids can do all of that and a whole lot more this summer at the Auckland Museum. Joe Brookbank and Brian Lawton join me now with a few of their buddies and possibly an experiment or two at the end. I was lucky enough to go to the opening of Weird and Wonderful, it was on the 2nd, wasn't it?
On the 1st
of December. I love that place. My kids are absolutely obsessed with it. It's been closed since September for refurbishment. Tell us all about the opening and what's to be expected now.
Well, it's the same kind of thing as we've had before, where it's lots of live animals and natural world and really inspiring discoveries with young kids. But now it's a lot more interactive, I think. It's got some awesome new stuff, eh, Brian?
Yeah.
And we've got the beautiful nest environment where people can snuggle down.
That was Charlotte's one of her top 5.
That's
nest.
one of them. Oh, really? That was my favourite too. And there's a great glow. What's the glowing pathway bugs? Did you see that one?
Oh.
So there's a sand pit kind of.
It's not actually sand though. It's the weirdest stuff to touch.
It's like Play-Doh, isn't it?
Yeah, it is kind of like Play-Doh.
Shape it into all sorts of different films.
And you encourage these virtual bugs to crawl all over you, and then they can die depending on what happens.
So you have to look after them. So
You
there's
do.
a real relationship between the virtual world and the real world. Yeah, and if you're really good, they'll turn into a caterpillar and they'll flourish. But if you splat them if you're not looking after them properly.
And all of these guys, we'll find them in Weird and Wonderful. Who have you brought in today?
Well, we've got the beautiful golden bell frog here.
Yeah.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful colour?
Beautiful colour. Does that colour change, or it's always that bright green?
No, it can go light and dark depending on the surroundings.
Yeah.
This is a forest gecko.
Oh,
he's going to do a runner. You want to hold him?
Oh, I'd love to. Does he have a name? Does he?
No, I haven't named him.
He's not
personally.
likely to run too far?
No.
What a gorgeous creature. Wow. It looks for all the world like he's camouflaged, essentially,
They're very difficult to see in the wild on a tree.
Oh.
And in the cage at the museum. And part of the object is to try and find where they are in the cage because they are so well camouflaged.
How old's he?
Oh, I wouldn't really know. Probably more than 4 or 5 years anyway.
Oh, OK.
Yeah.
They live for a wee while?
They do. Lizards have been known to live up to 40 years.
Oh, he's
which is incredible, really.
Oh, my daughter's going to be so jealous.
Don't tell your daughter you've got to play with these. You'll be in trouble.
He feels like velvet when he's walking.
They do. It's because of the little scales, like little pimples raised up.
Right.
And look, the most beautiful geckos in the world are in New Zealand. And here's a green tree gecko. Isn't she gorgeous?
Hello. Yes. Honestly, just one of the most exquisite creatures, is she not?
That's why the foreigners are coming over to pinch them.
Oh.
Smuggling them in their underpants.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't seem too stressed by the environment or licking a lips. Hello.
They're relatively tame. I handle them a bit.
Do you?
They tame down really well.
And so when we get into the Weird and Wonderful, you can look at these guys, you can check out their habitats.
Yeah.
What other things have you got planned for over summer?
So we've got this whole Weird and Wonderful theme running through the whole summer programme, and including some science. We've got time and space with Outstone.
Because there's a big push for science these days with kids. There's ads all over the telly. It's wonderful to see.
It's all about that kind of that learning and learning for themselves.
This was opening day. What's the
that's Basil. That's
Basil.
The dinosaur.
Basil the dinosaur.
He's our resident dinosaur. He's been at the museum for about 7 years.
And these are the virtual bugs.
pathways.
Yeah, which is very cool.
What's that one?
That little creature. Oh.
Well, that's one of these. The Norway rat. Absolutely lovely creatures.
We used to have one of these when I was, I don't know, about 5 or 6. Lived for about 3 years. One of my favourite pets we've ever had. A black hooded domestic.
Wonderful.
What's this one?
That's a hooded rat. Just a colour variety.
Yeah. Hi, does he have a name?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Something about him looks like a box of ice cream.
Or people might scream when they hold him. He's lovely. So there's these guys. And as you say, there's a little push for science experiments. So what are you going to show us today?
Well, so we've got this new space in the Weird and Wonderful Discovery Centre called it's a lab area. So we're really looking at that kind of science and exploration. And so we've got a few sessions running and we're looking at simple experiments, basic science for kids, but they can have a go at home and expand their learning. So I'm going to show you today, hopefully won't make too much of a mess, that there's carbon dioxide in soda. We should know that, right? Because that's what makes you get so bloated when you have too many at parties. So first of all, I'm just going to put a bit of salt into this here balloon. I'm not sure if our frocks are actually, but we put some salt. I put quite a bit in there. I've pre-done it.
Okay,
so there's quite a bit of salt in there.
Maybe halfway?
Yeah, can you have that for me for a second?
Yes, I can.
And we're going to very slowly open up our Coke. And you can hear there's carbon dioxide in there, but you can't see it until you give it something to cling on to. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to tightly stand back, people. Stand back.
Kids love nothing more than a science experiment.
Tight. And then we're going to pour. Here we go. Pour the salt into the Coke.
Oh, look at
and
that.
Up the balloon goes. So what happens there is that all of the carbon dioxide bubbles are now forming on the salt grains, and it's pushing it up into the balloon. See how it's all gone bubbly?
That is fantastic.
Yeah, so it has to stick to something with a nucleus to show that it's there.
How do you stop it?
And we don't stop it. We quickly off camera.
Yeah, here until 12 o'clock.
So what'll happen is the Coke will come back in, but the balloon will stay up because of all the carbon dioxide in there.
Ah, that is brilliant.
Isn't that cool? That's one of the kind of things that you can do at the museum over the...
I highly recommend you
holidays.
get along to the Weird and Wonderful. It is so, so good at the moment. Thank you so much for coming in and bringing all your little friends. Oh, there's one more.
You better say goodbye to Bruce.
Oh, bye, Bruce. Aren't you gorgeous? Oh, I may just take you home. Camera one, we're on. Thank you so much for coming in. Auckland's Museum's Weird and Wonderful Gallery is open now, and you can find more details on our website. Coming up, we reveal another Christmas prize winner, and could Anne Hathaway finally be running for an Oscar? Lucy Wason.